What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, USTC starting to really make a difference. Lunar Classic also having a bit of a rally. We've seen 20% gains on USTC in the last couple of hours, but what is going on? And is this the start of the reversal, the uptrend coming for both Lunar Classic and USTC? Well, let's break it down and see exactly what's going on. But before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and smash a like on it if you are still bullish on Terra Lunar Classic, because boy, is it a hard hold right now. And with that being said, let's take a look at what's going on. So here we go. Terra Lunar Classic trading at the 217 range, 6217. Nice little bit of a move here. We actually saw a decent bit of volume, about $12 million coming in, 15 on the big move. So we actually start to see a good chunk of volume coming in. And when we take a look at the chart, we can see Lunar Classic unfortunately broke down below that 6214 range. I was really hoping we would hold this, but USTC up about 11.6%. Now, this did wick all the way up to 14.5. It's as big as we have been for a very, very long time. Hopefully, we'll still get some positive momentum. Broke the 100 and the 200 EMA. RSI is massively overbought right now, but we'll see if this can continue. So what is going on? Why are we seeing this move up? Well, there's a couple of things that are happening. We obviously have the quant algo team on that proposal starting to work on the re-pegging of USTC, the algorithmic stablecoin. There's a few key factors. The halt minting and reminting activities. This is the latest proposal. Re-establish the $1 peg and revive the LUNC token. You might be thinking, well, what's all that about? We had the update 9 coming out of the USTC team, and it's very, very interesting. There's some, really good data that comes in. Importantly, the first version of the buyback report with certain centralized exchanges. Now, you would obviously hope those are things like Binance, as well as some of those other big exchanges, but what we do get is a full breakdown of exactly what is going on and ultimately what they are trying to do. So it says, we are interested in engaging with LUNC main CX partner, the major ones, and the handful of nations specific on ways to burn off excess USTC supply. Now, we know that that's important in terms of repegging LUNC, because we can't just repeg it now because the complete supplies are totally different. We have to get rid of some supply of Lunar Classic, as well as getting rid of the supply of USTC. It says here, they shrink the circulating supply of USTC much closer to its circulating market cap, thus driving the price of USTC much closer to $1. So ultimately, what is the experiment? Well, it says here, the different ideas to reduce USTC supply. We expect speculative activity in USTC to pick up. As this takes effect, we want to introduce a tax similar to TFL's capital control tax during the crash. And again, this is about how you instill confidence in USTC to really make sure that it is a fundamental and working operational decentralized algorithmic stablecoin. Boy, that is a mouthful. So as it kind of walks through, it just gives us a view of what they're doing, how it's kind of worked. The important part though is when we get into the modeling and stress testing. It's the first real indication we've got of something that can work, and it's been tested under a significant stress to see how it gets on. So you can see there some of the breakdown of exactly what it looks like, and then fundamentally the parameters: data source, data range, frequency, liquidity, and swap fees. And then what do we kind of get? What's even more interesting is as we come down to the bottom here, we can see the conclusion of what comes through, what it all looks like, the arbitrage effect, and how it works against that, as well as many, many other things. Now, what's really exciting when you walk through this are things like the tax collection anomalies, how it kind of operates that divergence protocol, and equally the strategic complexity to ensure that the intrinsic value of LUNC and USTC stay the same. In essence, the divergence protocol and buyback has shown promise in maintaining price stability, and that has to be the thing. Equally, at the same time, offering revenues from the tax as well as lucrative opportunities for liquidity providers. And I think this is why we are seeing a move on USTC. I think as people start to understand this and look to the potential of it, it's definitely giving us a certain view of how and when this really could start to come on. You can see here in this article around the conclusion, it says, as the Terra Lunar Classic community votes on proposal to restore USTC stability and peg it back to $1, the cryptocurrency world watches with keen interest. And I think that is absolutely true. If we take a look over on station right now, we probably see this vote going through, and I do think people are looking at it to see whether this can happen and fundamentally whether it is going to happen. You can see there the stop minting and reminting of USTC and that market swap that's going to go in. These are the votes that we need to pass. These are the votes that fundamentally are going to be important when we're talking about driving the price. Now, with Lunar Classic and USTC, when they get these big moves, they always seem to come back down. So it's going to be a very interesting couple of hours for USTC and Lunar Classic. Do we see these push down the market? Pretty flat right now. Or do we see this continue to push? I think it's very interesting. We're going to keep you up to date with everything. We're going to do an in-depth breakdown of exactly what that divergence protocol is. So make sure you subscribe for that video, because that one's coming very soon. As ever, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.